I'm going to be showing you how to remove a CAS unit, which is this right here, from a 2003 7 Series BMW. Okay, so the first thing, we're going to start right here. Just get this little piece out. A really small flathead works better than this, but this is what I got, so this is what we're using. Okay, once you have that part up, we need to take this whole piece up. See? Just set this stuff to the side. Okay, now we have two screws. We have one here and one here. Be careful not to let them fall down in there. They will. Okay, once we have that, we need to also take out this vent, which it just pulls out pretty easy. You see, I just use my hand there. Sometimes you have to use a little flathead on that, but just be careful of the wood grain. Inside of here is a 8mm nut that we need to remove. And also be careful not to let him fall in, because he will. And just be careful of this wood grain. It's pretty sharp. It will cut you. It's really plastic, it's not wood. Okay. Now you need to have your door open a little bit, because what we're going to do is pull this away and then kind of slide it that way to get this nut out of this hole. Okay, some people also remove this. You can just lift it up like that. Okay. And once you have that, go ahead and just take out these connections and just set this to the side. Be careful of the leather interior. You don't want to cut it or rip it or anything. Okay. Now we are going to remove these screws here. Those, and also remove this clip. Like that. Now this you don't really need to move, you just need to get it out of the way to remove this piece. Okay. And then go ahead and pull this piece of trim off. You can just set it like that. This we're just going to pull out. You don't have to unhook it if you don't want, although if you want you can. Now also we need to remove this piece right here. This piece can be a pain to remove. You have to be careful not to break it. I have to wait. Usually I come in, just pick a side, kind of top or bottom. This tool might not be good for it. Alright, see, there we go. We got half of it. You have to be really careful with this. You don't want to damage it. It damages really easy, and you probably will chip it a little bit where you try to pry it. I got pretty lucky this time. I didn't. You see a little tiny chip there. Now you want to collect these little metal pieces because we're going to need those. You actually want to take them off of there too, because when we go to put this back on, you actually put these little pieces in first. Oh. If you're wondering what this is just a door panel remover. It's nothing fancy. Okay, now the reason we removed this piece is because we need to get to this security screw right here. I believe it's a T, it's either a T15 or a T20. I believe it's a 1020. And now we need to remove just these three, and that will loosen this to where we can take it out. My battery is already dead on this one, so I didn't have to unhook it, but obviously I think my battery's dead, yeah. If you're working on one where the battery is good, you definitely want to undo the battery, since we're going to be unhooking the CAS unit. Alright, so now we're going to pull this guy back out of the way, just over here. We have to undo this connector. You're just going to push this piece in. There's a little thing there, and then push this white bar forward, just like that. And we'll just pull out. Set that to the side. Then you just have to kind of bring this away, and there you go.